Test, 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 test. Let's just use like my song as like a example song. Mm. See, that's way more consistent with the fuck. I think I had like another. Oh, you know what? I probably have like noise suppression or something on here. Oh, that's exactly what it was. Okay, so now it should sound good. Gabriel, hello. Blah, 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 blah. Mic check. If I go back to playing my Gundam songs. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. Audio fixed again. Pull up my podcast. Okay, now we can continue our Gundam building, and I won't sound like ass. I have to restart the video to feed. Fuck. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Now we're good. Now we're back up. Now we're synced up. Now we're in here. Hopefully. You hear the music now? I've gone crazy. I had music on the last 2 days, and I was just like so confused why it was like not going through. The return of Ed. How you doing, Steve? Little Asta. How you been? You been good? I need to make this twice. See you on the beta. Oh, you'll see me on the beta, yeah. That's like next week or something like that. So that's a pretty good game. Yeah, stuff. Shoulder armor. We'll definitely get some games then. Today we're building a Gundam. So far we got a head. We have this. And we got this. 2 arms. Now we're gonna do the shoulders things and we'll be able to combine them together. I gotta make this twice. C1. All right, C1. C2. No. C3. Please. Oh. Okay. That was one shoulder. G22. H22. Okay, which one did we go? Then we got C 2, 3, and 4. Oh my god, we're making progress. Oh my god, we get to combine them now. Wait. Okay, so what does it say? Okay, look at the translation. Okay. So, fix my earlier issue. I almost felt like I was breaking it, but now now I know what I'm doing right. God. Pressure. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's coming together. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. It's all coming together slowly. Okay. Okay, leg piece. I need a different array of pieces. I need some A pieces. These are over there. These are over there. I don't need C's. F, T, H pieces. These are H pieces. Two legs. Start with G. I'm gonna do this twice. So G7. I think the audio be enough to echo it off. So if I like watched episodes in the background, I wonder if that would like cause the copyright to go off. So I like pull up like an episode in the double O. And like the audio alone trigger it. Wait, what the fuck? Yeah. Oh fuck, my thing got messed up. Launch material. Why did it do this? No, hello. God damn it, flex. Let me go to this server and how do I like refresh? Or is that just something I have to like connect to? Maybe not work because I don't have a monitor plugged in. It does work. Oh, it should work.
This battle is a holy war in the name of God. We shall strike down the infidels who disrespect our traditions and lay waste to the land of God.
In this world.
We must not submit to the infidels.
In this world, there is.
By dying in battle, we shall be led into the presence of God.
In this world, there is no God.
Why the fuck is this not loading?
This battle is a holy war
In this
the name
world,
of
there is no God.
We shall strike down the infidels who disrespect traditions and lay
Yeah, let's
waste
keep
to
going.
the land of God.
See if it like shuts off or something. Okay, what am I looking at? Like these. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's excellent. 7, 2, 1. I'm gonna have to skip the opening though. Unfortunately.
So this is the Enact, the first AEU mobile suit that runs on solar energy.
The development of the AEU's orbital elevator is definitely lagging. They probably want to make up for that by making their mobile suits state-of-the-art.
Well, look at this. Should the ace of M-Squad be showing his face here?
Of course I shouldn't be here.
You know, the AEU's got some nerve, all right. Announcing their new model at the same time as the Human Reform League's 10th anniversary ceremony?
So what do you think of this machine anyway?
To be perfectly honest, it's just a knockoff of our flag model. Only the exterior design is original.
You there! I can hear you! What did you just say? Well, come on!
Well, at least it has good sound pickup.
I guess so.
Mhm.
240082 Axia has target location in sight. Cease GN particle dispersal upon arrival at target. Target confirmed. Commencing first phase on schedule.
Captain, I've spotted an incoming silhouette. What? It's at 3 o'clock, sir.
Which squadron? This is an exercise, damn it! Warn them off!
It's not showing up on our radar. Nothing here, sir.
Get a visual on it! Just what kind of a unit is that?
It's begun.
What? An unknown? Why now of all times?
A mobile suit. Incredible. I didn't know they had another new model.
That's not theirs. What is with that light?
5.
Enact. Can you hear me, Enact? Patrick! Damn, I can't get through. What's going on here?
Communications are out.
Everyone, we've been advised to evacuate.
It's not an AEU machine? Well, whose is it?
All right, who the hell are you? From the Union? Human
Are you,
Reform
am I
League?
watching Gundam while
Well,
building
either
Gundam?
way, you're
That's
a
right.
party crasher and you weren't invited. And now you're gonna pay the price!
What the hell is that idiot doing out there? Doesn't he know how much money it costs to develop that thing?
It's a good opportunity. It'll just raise the value of the Enact. After all, Patrick Colasauer is our military's top ace, right? His personality could use a little work, though.
Hey, you! Do you have any idea who you're messing
Fortunately, I
with?
can't show her the YouTube
Patrick
screen
Colasauer
too.
of the AEU.
But
I've never lost a mock battle, cause I'm just that special. So don't say I didn't warn you.
that idiot.
Well, come on!
Axia, ready for target elimination.
What the hell?
You bastard! You don't get it, do you? I'm special!
I think you have enough screens.
2000!
I could just like shove it like in the corner here. If I really wanted to.
Excuse me.
If I wanted to stare at it, for example, but
Hey, what the?
I said excuse me.
I've seen this show enough times where I already know like the scene in my head. Just maybe not, but I just can't show the video on the stream.
Name of the mobile suit or something else?
A Gundam?
Exia. First phase complete. Now proceeding to second phase.
Okay, first boot. First boot I made.
With that light.
How can it fly without a propulsion system?
Am I going from the bottom up?
Where'd he go? My name is
Wow, that's pretty impressive. I guess the brand new Enact deserves high marks for pilot safety. But that mobile suit is a whole other thing. Was this meant to hamper the AEU's military buildup? Or maybe it's just meant to be a warning? Whatever the case, there's no way the AEU is gonna take something like this lying down.
Ptolemy perimeter density, maintaining mission mode. Exia has passed the scheduled operation time for first phase. It is most likely in the second phase now.
I wonder if Setsuna's doing all right out there.
Well, if he isn't, then that spells the end of Celestial Being, doesn't it?
That's enough idle chatter, you two. It's almost time to commence the third phase.
I don't know why you have to be so uptight. After all, this is Celestial Being's big debut. Let's do it with flair.
Hey!
31.
Are you drinking?
Did I hear that right?
Well, why not? I'm just in charge of planning the missions. The rest is up to you guys.
Container loading completed. Moving Curios to catapult deck.
A real battle, hallelujah. Just what you wanted. But this is depressing to me.
Curios on catapult deck. Increasing linear catapult voltage from 230 to 520. Curios stabilized with linear field. Launch preparations complete. Transferring timing control to Curios.
Roger, I have control. Curios, now commencing operation.
This goes here.
Orbital elevator number 2, better known as Heaven's Pillar. Here on the
This one
geostationary
goes
orbital
like
station, a
this.
festive party is underway celebrating the
And
10th
then this
anniversary
boot
of the
comes
station's
down.
very first electricity transmission. Partygoers include ambassadors from the Human Reform League nations, corporate executives,
something
and
like
military
this.
personnel, all of whom contributed to the
And then that comes down to something like this. Now I have two shoes.
Oh.
Yes, I'll take one.
Oh.
Okay, everything it seems to
Some
be.
people think real men don't
Oh, these are both identical, that's why.
It has begun, my mistress.
Finally.
They need interchange.
Here come the Gundam Meisters of
A celestial being. So A16 goes to these parts.
Gotcha. What mobility? I never knew a machine could do that.
Don't break formation. Reinforcements are on their way.
As we thought, the AEU has stationed military forces in the pillar.
Lock on. Reinforcements approaching. Reinforcements approaching.
Even Setsuna would have trouble in this situation. Well, let's take aim, shall we?
Let's go.
The Gundam Dynamis and lock-on Stratus in our maiden battle.
Keep your distance.
So
It may be new, but there's only one. Surround it. Enemy attack! From where? It's from below.
It's lock on.
Dynamis is targeted and ready to fire.
It's firing from the ground.
And so the second phase
is now complete.
So that mobile suit is exposing the AEU's undeclared fighting strength?
Yeah, it looks to me like it's trying to show the world that the AEU has more military power than is actually allowed by the treaty limitations. This is a check and a warning.
And why would it want to do that?
That's something you're gonna have to ask the pilot of that Gundam thing. But you know, I really can't see the AEU keeping quiet after this.
Another reading on the E-sensor. There's been a lot of debris floating out there today.
It sure seems like an awful lot of mass.
It's probably just the remains of an old generation satellite.
Get a visual at maximum magnification. Don't forget there's a ceremony still going on.
Roger that, Captain.
Ah.
Huh? I'm gonna try to enlarge the image, sir.
Those look like mobile suits.
Incredible! They snuck in with the debris!
If they get interference from the shield, the mobile suit along with the pilot will be... What did I tell you?
Looks like these guys are pretty determined.
Are they terrorists?
Give the order for the 3rd Defense Force to scramble!
Okay, here's the G parts. So this goes.
Only cowards attack during a ceremony. But sir, I only have 120 hours of space training.
Well, then just crash into them. You'll get a 2-rank promotion. There wasn't time to change your equipment. Yeah, I know.
They're using Hellions? Damn AEU. This is happening because they'll sell weapons to any little tin pot nation.
Oh my. Everyone with a rank seems to only be interested in saving their own lives.
Shall we evacuate?
Of course not. But kudos to Miss Sumeragi. Her forecast was remarkably accurate.
B3 area, maximum priority. 300 seconds until backup team scrambles. Prevent unknowns from entering non-combat area. Control to all units.
This is a weird,
0287.
like, kind of press fit.
All units, control attitude. Block the enemy en route.
The enemy has changed
Okay.
course. Damn it! They're hiding behind the ring.
After them.
But Commander, we're on our own. Stay focused.
But Commander, we're on our own. We can't do this. Okay. These two clip to the bottom.
On course for a direct hit! There's no time to intercept them!
Gundam.
What was that? It's a Gundam. Gundam Kyrios.
Curious.
Who the hell was that?
Miss Sumeragi's forecasting really is amazing.
Okay. What are we looking at now? We got some B parts. So B8, B7.
Terrorists are all the same. Tieria, come in.
The unknown is heading straight for us!
What?
The Virtue.
Virtue, preparing to destroy target. phase now complete. Don't you think that was just a little bit excessive?
Those were... what were they?
Good morning. This is JNN News. In our lead story, we continue our coverage of the attack on the high orbital station of the Human Reform League's orbital elevator, Heaven's Pillar. Early this morning around daybreak Japan time, the Human Reform League's high orbital station was attacked by what appears to have been terrorist mobile suits.
At approximately 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, mobile suits launched missiles at the high orbital station in what is now thought to be a terrorist attack. Subsequently, the missiles were then intercepted by an as-yet unidentified mobile suit. The images were taken by the JNN crew that happened to be on location at the time.
What's up? What's going on?
They say this guy took out all the terrorists.
In a mobile suit?
Which
In a
military is
mobile suit.
Apparently, that's what they don't know.
What does all of this mean?
We have an update on the incident. JNN has just received a video message from an organization that claims it is responsible for preventing the attack and saving the station. It's not clear who they are, or if the claims they are making in the video are genuine. But what is clear is that somehow they are involved in the incident. Now, for our viewers, we will broadcast it unedited.
I would like to address this statement to every single human being born and raised on Earth. We call ourselves simply Celestial Being. We are a private armed organization in possession of the mobile weapon Gundam.
An armed force?
And what is Celestial Being?
The main objective of Celestial Being's activities is to completely eliminate acts of war and conflict from this world. We do not act for our own benefit or for personal gain. We have chosen to intervene for the greatest goal of all, to rid ourselves of the scourge of war. As of this moment, I make this declaration to all humanity. Territory, religion, energy, no matter what the reason or excuse, if there is an evident act of war being carried out, we will commence intervention with armed force. Any country, organization, or corporation that promotes war will also be a legitimate target for our intervention. We simply call ourselves Celestial Being. We are an armed organization that was established to eliminate all acts of war from this world. I repeat, I would
He's claiming responsibility.
to every single human
Those are the
being
guys?
born and
They're the ones
raised
who
on
put
Earth.
me through all this?
We call ourselves simply Celestial
That
Beings.
man.
The world is beginning to change.
In possession of the mobile weapon
They want to solve the problem of war with more war.
Now that's rich! They seriously want to use force to eliminate war? Celestial Being. Your whole existence is a contradiction.
Ribbons, it has begun. Humanity's reformation.
Hallelujah. It's as if all the world's evils are exposed.
Humanity is being tested by the power of Celestial Being. That is a terrible misdeed.
We will commence.
Well, this is it. We've started it. And it can't be stopped.
It won't stop. It won't stop.
Ooh, okay,
We
okay.
just picked a fight with the entire world. Do you know what that means, Setsuna?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I know.
Or I, Gundam Meister.
I know
Celestial
because we
Being.
are Gundam Meisters of Celestial Being.
AD. With the depletion of Earth's fossil fuels, humanity turned to a new source of energy: solar power. A plan was developed to build a solar power generation system based around
What if it were like,
elevators, each over 50,000
what
kilometers.
if I do it like this?
After almost half a century, the system is completed. These megastructures provide an almost inexhaustible energy supply And to facilitate their construction, the nations of the world have gathered around 3 blocks. The Union of Solar Energy and Free Nations, grouped around the United States, is known simply as the Union, the Human Reform League, with China, Russia, and India at its core states. And finally, there is the Advanced European Union known as the AEU. Given their tremendous size, defending the orbital elevators is a difficult undertaking. Even from a construction point of view, they are extremely fragile structures. Despite the precariousness of the situation, to further their own prestige and prosperity, these groups of nations insist on playing a grand zero-sum game. Yes, even in the 24th century, humanity has yet to come together as one. But now a small band of people have arisen to challenge this world. Celestial Being, the private armed organization that possesses the mobile suits
G4, rest in peace.
carrying out operations that transcend race, nationality, and religion in a quest to eradicate war. Celestial Being has triggered a reformation, which is sweeping the entire world.
Can't play the opening. No, I love it.
What are
No.
the odds?
Yeah, kinda.
We call ourselves simply
Are you letting that in Japanese? Sing that one.
The main objective of Celestial Being's activities is to completely eliminate acts of war and conflict from this world.
How many times is that?
We do not act for our own benefit or for personal gain.
Louise, do you think Celestial Being actually exists?
What?
Of course they
Do you
do.
think there are people out there who will take action even if there's nothing in it for them?
They probably love volunteering. Hey, wait up!
If there is an evident act of war being carried out, we will commence intervention with armed force.
Are they the ones who thwarted the terrorist attack on Heaven's Pillar?
We believe that's highly possible, sir. In the statement, Celestial Being claims to possess these Gundam mobile weapons.
Gundam mobile
This
weapons.
is an image of the unidentified mobile suit recorded by our space forces.
Gundam.
Our latest model, and it was defeated so easily.
Can we assume this means we'll have to curtail development of any new weapons?
There's more to it than that. This has gone public. Everyone knows we have more forces in the elevator than the treaty allows. They all want to know. They're asking us to disclose everything.
We have reports that it may be a plot by the Human Reform League or the Union. After all, developing a state-of-the-art mobile suit in secret would require the technology and financing of a pretty advanced nation.
That's for sure. An armed organization would require the support of a powerful ally.
Yes, but none of the intelligence agencies have been able to gather credible information on this group.
There's only one thing we know for certain. This group, calling itself Celestial Being, has in its possession a powerful mobile suit that is far superior to our enact. Mobile Suit Gundam.
The elimination of war through armed force. Well, David, it sounds like somebody is offering to do our job for us.
Mr. President, do you think they're actually serious? They seek no personal gain?
Well, we intervene in the wars of other nations to ensure the safety and prosperity of our citizens. We aren't exactly running a charity.
I'm sure their true nature will be revealed in due time. And when that time comes, it will be our duty to judge them.
Yes, indeed. 10 years since the elevators came online. The economy has finally stabilized, and now this happens.
Looks like we're the top news story in every single country. A mysterious group
Yana, hello.
declares to the entire world that it intends to eliminate war. Of course, most of them don't actually believe we can pull it off.
Then we shall have to make them believe.
Huh?
After all, Celestial beings' ideals can only be demonstrated through actions.
Wang Lume.
You sure got here quickly.
Time for your second mission.
Don't you have to get back to the military? They're probably panicking right about now.
I want to find out what that Gundam can do. That machine is something else. Its combat performance is one thing, but when it showed up, radar, communications, and electronic devices were all disrupted. And it was caused by that light. Katagiri, what's the story there?
So far, all I know is that it's some kind of special particle. That light is probably caused by some kind of photonic decay phenomenon.
A special particle.
Okay.
Just the particles. I think that machine has
And
other
then we got that, and then it falls into the leg.
Huh?
We're making progress so far. This is what it looks like. Hold on, let me.
Lieutenant Graham Anchor,
this in.
Technical Advisor Katagiri. Orders from M-Squad to return to base.
Message received and understood.
Second mission will commence.
So far we got
I repeat, second mission will
this.
commence at 3300.
Field testing a unit in combat? I really hate that.
We need to know everything about the Gundam
And
to prepare
then
us for
hot
future
part
battles.
Gundam.
I know, but this
And then we
is
got
so
two feet. We're working our way up to through the legs.
It isn't a problem. We knew what we were getting ourselves into.
You're tough.
I never wished to be weak.
That's our cue.
They're so young.
I just realized I wasn't looking at the chat.
Holding Ptolemaeus containers at fixed positions.
I didn't see you join Freddy.
Curios to catapult deck with sea gear. Preparing to switch the Ptolemy over to catapult mode. On schedule, as planned.
This is pretty hilarious how
Disengaging GN system
the stream is not being shot yet.
All set? Let's go, partner.
Curio stabilized with linear field. Launch
It's pretty
preparation
hilarious how I'm getting away.
transferring timing control
I
to
figured out the
Curios.
React meta.
Curios. Alleluia Haptism.
How's this build treating you? The hands that were fucking killing me. Peace saw hello, welcome. It was streaming 211 days. Imagine. Oh, I'm also triple streaming to like the anime app, YouTube, and Twitch. So I'm like staring at 3 different chats. I've been working on this for probably like 5 hours, 5-6 hours. Doing the hands was the hardest part. But when all done, I'll have my double O rifle. Dream.
Virtue has entered the catapult deck. Stabilized by linear field. Launch preparations complete.
Little Gundam plug. Yeah, it's like my. I have like
Roger. Virtue. Tierra Ardent.
5
Launching.
of them. Well, a lot of them I only half-ass commit to like building them, and then I have like 2 or 3 that are still in boxes.
Exia. Sets an AFC. Executing second mission.
But then I decided to commit to this one.
Lock on Stratus. I'm taking off.
Okay, hello. Gundam.
Those are the machines that will demonstrate the ideals of celestial being.
G5, G6.
Maximum GN particle emission. Deploying ahead of machine. We've done this so many times in simulation, but...
We're at the descent point. Commencing atmospheric entry.
Tierra. He's a real daredevil, that's for sure.
detecting something on the E-sensor. We have objects entering the atmosphere.
What? No one notified me about this.
I have an image at maximum magnification.
Those are
Gundams.
Colonel.
So, those
Colonel.
machines are even able to enter the atmosphere all by themselves. What's their course destination?
One moment, sir. On their current course, estimated descent point
Is that part of the thing?
Southern India, the island of Ceylon.
That island's in our territory, Colonel.
Incredible. Is this one of their armed interventions?
Virtue.
Switching from maximum GM particle emission to normal
Here.
mode.
And sorry, says in that FC.
It's all right, I know.
That's correct.
Now the mission really begins.
I had to set some stuff too for it.
Hallelujah and Tierria.
I confirm that. After the rendezvous, we'll proceed to first phase.
Celestial beings making its move? Do we have a location?
Looks like southern India in the former Sri Lanka.
In Ceylon, the Human Reform League has forces there.
Respond according to our plan.
Yes, sir.
This could work to our advantage, especially if we get our hands on those machines.
Currently, Ceylon is in a state of anarchy. This is because of ethnic warfare between the Sinhalese majority and the Tamil minority. The fighting has continued almost uninterrupted since the 20th
And I need
century.
D32.
Will use force
G32.
to intervene in this ethnic conflict.
An ethnic conflict.
The former Sri Lanka, eh? If I recall, the Human Reform League has been giving aid to the Tamil minority for about 10 years now.
Yeah, under the pretext of ending the conflict. But it's a lie. It's about solar energy. The Human Reform
Thank you for the
League
light.
wants to keep the power flowing on the seafloor off eastern Ceylon. And the Tamils are the strongest force in that region. But their interference only intensified the fighting. It even led to the fall of the country's government.
How can I help you, sir?
You can tell the captain to change course, please. Also, get me a fully equipped flag.
Sir!
Are you serious?
Sir.
This is risky.
Yeah, I know that.
Why are you trying to sneak in the street? Let me see, can we get view? Okay, I'll look away and go do it again.
We've destroyed 30% of the enemy forces. Keep pushing until we wipe them all out.
Captain, emergency message from HQ.
What do they want?
Celestial being is on its way.
Is that so? They're coming here. Notify all units.
Everyone take action according to Sumeragi's combat forecast.
I'm expecting to see a decent performance from you guys.
Decent's okay.
I think I would prefer to be thorough.
Suit yourself.
I think I would
you
prefer
listening,
thorough.
Setsuna? Answer me.
Setsuna. Setsuna. Feels like out like this. 5 like this.
Setsuna! Answer me, Setsuna!
A Gundam.
What? What was that?
I am a Gundam.
What are you talking about? Hey, Setsuna!
You go and babysit the kid.
What?
Now executing mission.
Why does it always have to be me? You guys.
You enjoy the terrible broadcast. Double O in that corner.
celestial being.
Exia confirming conflict. Will eliminate.
Fuck. Oh, it's mouse pad. Yeah, I got the cheek pad.
Did I get him? Not a scratch.
I have a stupid question. I have a stupid answer.
Dynamis, targeted and ready to fire.
What is a Gundam? A Gundam is life. A lifestyle.
You're getting too worked up.
Gundam is a very popular mecha series based off of this. It has numerous different anime adaptations and everything. In the context of most anime that it is, it's just like it's a giant robot strong enough to change the tide of war and stuff. And it has multiple different like iterations and stuff like that. Where's this? Okay, I'm getting ready for the stickers I have to do next. Oh, so where the fuck I put my mouse and everything. Oh. Big robot, essentially. Anime about big robot. Big robot. Amazing. Incredible. Kinda hard to describe it because there's like a lot of different things. But you can just see it like it's just like there's a bunch of different animes that are based around the robot.
I think that's it, Setsuna.
Thanks for the help. Huh? The enemy's running
Okay, so you make this part. That's seven. This is 7-4. More completed parts. Now I make some more G parts. So G12, G11.
Setsuna. This is what a Gundam Meister does.
Well, did you find anything?
Oh, yeah. Bingo, Miss Kinue.
I thought so. Aeolia Shenberg.
Really? But this guy's been dead for over 200 years.
Celestial Being was there. An armed intervention in the Sri Lankan war? And they attacked both sides?
Attack both sides?
But if they keep doing that, they're just gonna end up pissing everyone off. Celestial Being. What in the world are they thinking?
Madness. A single intervention. And they think that's gonna end a conflict that's been raging for over 300 years?
Not a single time, as many times as necessary.
Until the war is over, and they begin to turn their hatred against us.
That is Celestial Being. We are the pain that always accompanies a great change.
What happened to Exia? He wasn't shot down, was he?
He went back ahead of us.
This was his first intervention. He might just need to calm down.
I don't understand. Then why is he a Gundam Meister?
PC-21.
Huh. A Union transport? In this airspace? That's a flag.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Gundam.
Yeah, and who are you?
Graham Aker. A man who is obsessed with everything you are.
H23. For the H parts. I can't play the endings.
What are the odds? You and I meeting like this. You know, being a sentimental Virgo and all, I can't help feeling we were destined to meet. Or perhaps I found you because you just stopped emitting those light particles. That's probably it. He forced me back. Hold on. Good luck hitting me with that big blade of yours.
Dodged it.
Before I leave, I think I'll collect a little souvenir.
Don't you
touch me! He has a beam saber?
(2307 AD). The private armed organization Celestial Being declares that it will eliminate all wars around the world. Subsequently, it begins its armed interventions. After shocking the world by intervening in the Ceylon ethnic conflict in southern India, the Gundam Meisters receive orders for a new mission. Is this God's judgment visited upon humanity? Or is it the precursor to a revolution?
So many of these. This is like the
My oh my, you are
third one.
aren't you?
I went and lost my rifle.
I fully built one, and then I like was mostly done with another one, and then I just have like 2 other ones that I hadn't finished building
The paint you scraped
from like
before you went through
laziness.
that could give us some good leads.
That Celestial Being pilot. I keep thinking about how young he was.
You talked to him?
Of course not. He signaled his emotions through the way his mobile suit moved.
Why did I do that? That's wrong.
We got dumped.
Launching
goes
alone
to
like
this one.
that. Who was in that flag?
Anything from our reporter on the scene?
Nothing yet.
A Gundam, even if it's a small clip.
Can we see the fully built one?
Still no statement from Celestial Being.
1 second.
News update in 10 minutes, people. We'll be broadcasting live from the scene, and the Human Reform League chairman's got a statement coming, so keep a slot open.
Here's the first draft.
Huh? Right. Not now, kid.
Eolia Shenberg. A scientist and legendary inventor from the late 21st century. He proposed the basic theory of the solar-powered generation system. He rarely appeared in public, and nothing except his fame is remembered now. Given his genius and wealth, I could see
They
him
make
being
them
the person
in like
behind
several
the
different
creation of
qualities.
Celestial Being.
So this is like a lesser edition of this is also a similar model to what the one I'm building, but it's like a reimagining and something. But there's different grades of the types that you can get. So this one was like one of the ones I built, everything. But I had more parts to it that all kind of went everywhere because I didn't have like a good stand or anything to put it on. So that's why I kind of this one's in like some rough shape and stuff. But this is another one I built.
Prepare the appropriate materials for
I'd be way too stressed to do this. I was stressing like yesterday.
Passengers boarding Heaven's Pillar Travel Bureau number E273. Please proceed to
It's a lot easier when you have all the tools for it and you have a place to work on it. That first one I built it like on carpet or something. Did not work. Did not go good.
Perhaps I'll take a look at it.
Lost a bunch of random face parts. And the other time I did it like on like a bed. Happens to you lose a piece, you stress. You try to find it.
I'll follow the order.
Sometimes there'll be like a bunch of extra pieces depending on what you lose and stuff. You don't necessarily use every single thing.
Drinks, gentlemen.
It's milk.
But sometimes you lose like
This one's on me.
I lost like a finger like last night, and I was like so stressed out because it was like I was trying to get it to fit for like 2 hours, it felt like. But then I just realized that, oh wait, there's a whole other hand. I don't have to use this hand. It comes with 2 hands. So it didn't really matter as much. That kind of stuff like that. But this is the master grade version. The master grade. So it's bigger and has more parts to it. So that could be a reason why too. But that's why I was just like, this is probably going to take like 12 hours realistically to get anywhere close to done. But yeah, the best thing about them is just because they're 12,000 parts, the level of movement they can get on every single like joint. It's like way more than like any action figure normally, or like doll or something. Like how every little thing will like twist and turn and stuff like that. That's what makes it like really cool.
And how did space treat you, sir?
So you can get like all that really specific pose that you want to do.
I agree, sir.
And usually, I think this one comes with like a bunch of weapons too.
I'd like to stop by Salon.
So you can just put it like pose it in like a particular weapon orientation and stuff.
That I've seen with my own 2 eyes. The commander will understand.
Sir, I will join you.
You were there to see the AEU's new model, but instead observed a huge
So where the fuck does this go?
There, and I still can't believe a machine like that
Okay,
exists.
this one goes.
I think it's well worth our time to research it.
This
The top brass feel the same way. Because you two have actually seen this Gundam, you've both received transfers.
Anti-Gundam Investigative Task Force?
The
This goes
newly
like here.
formed team. Command will give it an official name
Okay.
later.
Professor Ralph Afman? You mean he's going to be our chief technologist?
Okay, well, this is gonna be hard to
How
plant, but
serious the
let's
brass
try.
thinks this is. Deal with it immediately.
Sir, Lieutenant Graham Aker, Tech Advisor Katagiri, transferring to the Anti-Gundam Investigative Task Force.
What? Can I put this in after?
That was a surprise. Did you foresee that happening?
No, it doesn't go there.
Must be slipping. Although I do feel fate.
Oh no, it does go there. Ooh.
Though
That's interesting.
sporadic terrorist activity in the Ulster region of Ireland has continued for almost 4 centuries.
It's like a little
It is believed
movable
to have
part.
originated with a conflict between 2 Christian denominations, the Catholics and the Protestants. But that is not the only issue dividing them. For this term paper, you are to use the Northern Ireland conflict map.
Another paper? Why do we need a history credit if we're engineering majors?
Further technological innovations will be based upon orbital elevator maintenance and the development of space colonies. A sense of history is required in order to relate to engineers from other
Okay.
nations.
That's
You said
done.
that in the first class.
So now it separates between right and left
I mean,
leg.
that's why they let me come here as an exchange student.
And I sure do appreciate
So we
it.
have a bunch of random
Really?
stuff. That's why there wasn't a sticker I had to put there. Also, the stickers are the worst thing.
End in 2 years.
What are we talking about here?
Like tinier than a fingertip, tinier than anything.
Future, Saji?
Yeah, I guess.
Like those are the eyes, and those are individual.
Yeah.
Those are the extremely fun ones to put in.
Hey, what's up? Louise? Girls can be so...
This is where you're supposed to chase me.
So right leg, I need
Right.
F4.
A soft drink? They serve an original cocktail here that I
Just
highly
paint it
recommend.
instead.
I'm still a minor.
You know, a lot of people do paint it.
Do excuse
But
me. I'll have
a lot of people do their own custom colors and stuff.
mission is about to get underway. If you plan on following the action, I suggest you think about setting up 3 monitors.
Ah, I simply can't wait. I'll be sure to follow your suggestion.
I will not be attempting to do that whatsoever, though. F.
This way, Colonel.
So,
D4.
have you
Okay,
learned
D1,
anything
please.
yet?
Yes. You there! Give Colonel Sergei here the details.
Yes, sir. It's an optional bombing module for a mobile suit made out of E-carbon. The material is state-of-the-art, but we haven't found any evidence of new technology in its construction, sir.
And what about the missiles inside?
Right. After studying the residue, we've determined they were of the 300-kilogram guided type. By the way, no country or manufacturer produces this type.
They're producing them on their own.
Judging from the impact your machine took, I believe the Gundam's output is roughly 6 times that of the Flag's. I wonder what kind of engine it uses.
It has a lot of power, but at the same time, so agile.
Yes, the combat data confirms that. And there's only one factor that makes that mobility possible.
That light? Yes. Apparently, the Gundam's body emitted glowing particles of some kind.
That explains some of my questions. It must be why they weren't picked up by our radar or sensors.
Yeah, those particles aren't only used for stealth, but also for controlling the machine.
More than likely, they're also utilized in its weaponry.
Professor Ralph Aithman!
What a remarkable man. He possesses technology several decades in advance of ours.
Eolia Shenberg.
He's the historical
This
figure who
way.
appeared in Celestial Being's Statement of Responsibility.
Goes this way.
He proposed the solar power generation system.
Intelligence is following that angle in its Gundam investigation.
They won't find anything down that path. They could throw away this module because they don't have to keep this technology a secret.
What I'd really like to do is focus on capturing a Gundam, if it's possible.
I completely agree, and that's why I want this machine
Why not this way?
modified.
What about the stress on the pilot?
Don't worry about the pilot's safety. However, I'd like you to get it done in 1 week.
Oh, you don't ask for much, do you?
If we're courting a Gundam, we'll have to be a little aggressive.
He thinks he's fallen in love with it.
Huh? Yeah, it's me. What? The Gundams are back?
Location.
Sir, there are 2
Okay.
locations.
2 places?
Simultaneously?
In South Africa.
Most likely they're intervening in the Civil War over the mining rights to the country's mineral deposits.
Okay, now from there.
I hate this. This feels way too much like being a bully.
Okay, D1.
Hurry up and disarm. I'll start hitting you.
Sorry.
Hey, they wised up.
Don't do it.
And why not? One's in Taribia. We can get there from here.
I have a deep-rooted loathing for illegal narcotics. If they're going to burn it down, then I'm more inclined to help the Gundams.
Narcotics.
They're planning on destroying the reason for the war itself.
Okay, so D1.
30 minutes have elapsed since beginning circling maneuver. Warning complete. Curios. Now commencing mission
F6.
operations.
So
97% of objective achieved. Mission complete. Missions like this one are a pleasure.
Alright.
A 3rd unit just appeared here on Salon?
Yes, sir. Garrison Post 7.
Is there a Tiaran I can use? I'll head out.
You're going in person, Colonel?
I already told you. I only believe in something after I've seen it with my own eyes.
We just lost number 3. This Gundam thing is a monster.
It's a monster.
Continuing conflict
Can you put the
intervention.
cap on the other side like this?
Targets.
Fire! Fire! It's too fast.
Okay. Add the cap on the both sides. Add this piece somewhere. Oh fuck, okay,
First phase complete. Reinforcements?
So, that's a Gundam.
like this. Okay.
No rifle. Is he testing me?
Show me you're serious about eliminating war.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
He's taken the bait.
I see your gifts. Tatiana. How my VA skills? I don't think anything impressive or anything.
You're mistaken.
I think I just had a decent voice. No, I've tried voice acting before. I could barely do basic stuff. And do like narrate voiceovers and stuff. But I have a stuttering thing I do.
No one touches me.
And then I deal with the same pressure after like reading stuff, so I'll be like the Gundam.
Now arriving at rendezvous point.
Oh fuck, it popped up.
Visual confirmation of virtue. Prepare for docking. Relative guidance
Okay,
system
okay,
activated.
so it goes in like that. That's pretty cool.
Container open.
Linkage system is clear.
And then this
Virtue
clamps.
now entering ship.
I didn't miss anything, did I? Ugh.
Docking complete. Begin
I
connecting
don't know.
Virtue's GN
Can't really
drive
tell
to
the
Tolo
difference,
Bios.
but like how this joint works is kind of cool looking.
Ready for energy transfer from Virtue to Ptolemy. Commencing transfer.
Okay, so from this thing,
Space is much better. Good
it
work.
connects to.
How'd the missions go?
Went off without a hitch. Hurry up. We'll celebrate with a drink.
I respectfully decline.
You're no fun.
Fuck, listen to this. This goes into another fucking. Oh my god. Another sub-assembly.
Hey, I guess we're neighbors. My name is Saji Crossroad. I live here with my big sister.
Says Setsuna always look like that.
That's an unusual name. Nice to meet you.
It's just like, oh, I guess we're neighbors now. Setsuna. That's say it.
I'm home. What's up? Work?
Yeah, they called me in. I've been pretty busy lately thanks to Celestial Being.
That again?
Make yourself some dinner. See ya.
G9.
Louise, what's the matter?
Turn on the news.
What's up?
Just turn it on.
And we have some breaking news from Northern Ireland today. At daybreak, the terrorist organization Real IRA announced that it will cease all terror activities.
This means the conflict in Northern Ireland that has continued for almost 400 years has come to an end. So now a new path to peace has been opened.
Wait, that means...
Isn't this amazing? I wonder how it's gonna affect the term paper we've got to write on today's lesson.
The world is...
changing.
The world is changing.
It's gonna be like, it's gonna be really devastating if I finish this whole like show before I finish this Gundam.
Intervention on the island of Ceylon. 148 of our brave and noble soldiers lost their lives. Although they speak of eliminating conflict, celestial beings' actions are nothing more than terrorism, perpetrated in a blatant attempt to disrupt the national order. We, the people of the Human Reform League, intend to take a firm stance and confront their terrorist activities.
They sure don't like us. It's the obvious reaction.
But isn't the Human Reform League just going to build up its military in response to what we're doing?
If that's what they say they're going to do, then we'll simply have to respond with more armed interventions.
The elimination of war.
Oh, this isn't like a PC slot. Oh, it's
That
a
is celestial being's true goal.
And to stop celestial being from perpetrating
So, oh my god, the picture goes in different directions. So I need to build this one first. This is 9. I need 28 and 29. So these two.
AD, Earth's fossil fuels have been depleted. 3 groups of nations have created orbital elevators and a solar power generation system, giving humanity access to a nearly infinite source of energy. However, to further their own prestige and prosperity, each group of nations insists on playing a grand zero-sum game. Yes, even in the 24th century, humanity is still unable to live together as one. But now a small band of people have arisen to challenge this world. Celestial Being, the private armed organization that possesses the mobile suits called Gundams. It has begun carrying out operations that transcend race, nationality, and religion in a quest to eradicate war. And now, once again,
G.
the Gundam
Okay, that's
Meisters are
this
about to begin a
assembly
new
done.
mission that has been
And we
assigned.
get G 30. Fuck.
Well, Princess, it appears that the wave of terrorism has finally reached the city.
Indeed.
We need to push the reforms through before the moderates decide to join them.
I am aware of that. Our country has been reliant on fossil fuels for far too long. To revive, we must approach the nations that control the solar power system and ask for aid.
But since our country didn't participate in the construction of the 3 orbital elevators, we don't have the right to access their energy supply. Now that our precious oil is subject to severe export restrictions, why would any other nation be willing to help us for nothing?
But the National Assembly restored the monarchy and put me in power to find that assistance. Therefore, there's only one task ahead of me.
Still, the immediate situation is dire. If the country descends further into chaos, they will come. That private armed force, called Celestial Being.
Celestial Being will come.
Pretty easy.
Hallelujah. Did you hear? The real IRA declared a ceasefire.
Yeah.
That declaration might get some countries to look at us more favorably, but that's not gonna last for too long. They only made the first move because they're afraid we'd intervene.
If we weren't there to keep an eye on them, they'd just go ahead and start up all over again. I know they would. Our goal is to eliminate war, and that isn't going to be an easy thing to do.
That's why you should hit the rack and get some rest while you can. We'll be busy again real soon.
Realizing a permanent peace. That's why the Gundams were created.
Well, how was it, Colonel? You traded blows with the Gundam, didn't you? I'd like to hear your honest opinion on its capabilities.
I'll do my best, sir. My personal opinion is I don't believe there's a mobile suit in the entire world that can stand up to a Gundam in a fair fight.
Its performance is that overwhelming?
That's just my opinion, sir.
Then calling you down here was the right thing to do. Colonel Smirnov, you are to acquire a Gundam for us before the Union or the AEU.
Sir.
I am forming a team for that purpose. I'll leave the selection of personnel to you, but there is one soldier I'd like to entrust you with. Please, come in.
Okay, we're getting a little further down the way.
Excuse me, sir. I am Lieutenant Soma Puris, Super Soldier number 1.
And now we're gonna put all the armor stuff on the outside.
Superhuman? But, sir, I thought that project was...
Apparently, they continue to carry it out in secret. The higher-ups believe it may well be our trump card against the Gundams.
As of today, I have been assigned to serve in your elite unit, Colonel. It is a great honor to meet you, sir.
You are much too young for this.
Okay. So now... Okay, so now we need some D parts. These. That's D1. There's some sets in the trauma. Boom. $18.19.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Hey, it's you.
Saji Crossroad.
That's it. I can't believe you remembered my name.
Who is this?
Oh, he lives next door to me. He's,
Setsuna F. Seiei.
That's not FC.
Backpack in the joints, and I've applied an anti-beam coating to the unit's surface. For weaponry, I procured a new prototype rifle from the Iris Corporation.
It's magnificent, Professor.
But even with the anti-G system activated, you'll be feeling about 12 Gs when turning at full speed.
That's exactly what I was hoping for.
So, this is the Lieutenant's flag. Warrant Officer Howard Mason, Master Sergeant Daryl Dodge. We've been assigned to the Anti-Gundam Investigative Task Force as per your request, sir.
Hi, you came. Let me welcome you, flag fighters.
Did you see the news this afternoon, David? The commentator was making suggestions about appointing celestial being as a kind of world police, or something along those lines.
That's a wonderful idea. And unlike the United Nations, we wouldn't have to pay for it.
Most of humanity has blood on its hands, along with its nations. I doubt anyone is going to be willing to work with them.
Mr. President, we have reports that Teribia is going to make an announcement tomorrow.
Hold on. Back. Okay.
Veda, let me
Then
see
we
your
go.
So it's the same as mine. There are 12 counterplans. No matter which one we choose, there's a great deal of risk attached to each of them. We know what has to be done, but it's so hard.
Mr. Miragi, Teribia is on air making an announcement right now.
I thought it would be Teribia.
The Union is a congress of over 50 countries, but in fact, it functions as a dictatorship.
It needs to go down. It says down.
David,
a bit
call a
different.
special session of the Union Parliament and assemble the representatives of the major nations.
Very well, sir.
Therefore, the Republic of Taribia is seceding from the Union, and we claim independent.
Hi, how are you? Good, great. How are you doing?
If any nation brings political or military pressure to bear in order to deny us our claim, then we shall respond with military action. Our nation defiantly opposes domination by the despicable U.S.
It's making a Gundam.
Looks like Taribia's
My
making
dream.
its move.
That country has always had strong
Making something that can
anti-American
pilot.
sentiments. But to secede from the Union and demand their energy rights like that is just...
Maybe it's political posturing
He
for the
says.
upcoming elections.
No way. If relations between the countries around the elevator take a turn for the worse, it'll only interfere with the operation of the solar power system.
Of course, at the request of America, the Union is going to become involved militarily, and that is exactly what Taribia is predicting will happen.
They know it.
Lieutenant, do you know why Taribia has decided to take such a hard-line approach?
If the Union takes military
Playing
action,
Call of Duty
then
sounds
they know
great.
that Celestial Being will intervene
This
in order to
is
prevent
a Gundam.
That's it, exactly.
Will you accept the invite, Gundam, and show up?
So, you think Taribia is taking advantage of Celestial Being?
1 second, I can show you more.
The reason they can take such an extortionist hardline approach is because of their proximity to the orbital elevator. Unlike us, they actually have a card they can play.
Do you think Celestial Being will really make an appearance?
Who knows? But the future of our own country may well depend on how Celestial Being deals with Taribia.
The future of our country.
It means we can take advantage of them as well.
Even though we know
That's not a
we're
dumb
being
question.
activated, we'll still make our move.
Because that is what Celestial Being does.
Prepare to begin the intervention. Contact the Gundam Meisters immediately.
Okay, it's a Gundam.
Having received approval from a majority
So
of
this
the
is like the
Parliament,
top half of it. Just think of it like a giant robot.
military force to Taribia.
Eventually.
Furthermore, America's announced that it will be sending an independent
Okay, it's like a part of the legs that I'm working on, part of the feet. Eventually it will look something like one of these.
Let's go.
So they have a whole set where you can build, where it comes in like a bunch of pieces. Yeah, there are like, there's like 40 different animes of it. Have their own like different Gundams and everything. But yeah, they have a big scene of building your own and everything, where you can get like these little kits. And then there are just a bunch of little small pieces that combine together to make like a big action figure. And the perks of it is the level of detail in each one of them, and the level of mobility. And this is fun, something fun to do.
Exia, Setsuna FC, heading out.
We're finally gonna meet these Gundams. I'm looking forward to this, Lieutenant.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Looking forward to seeing how this custom flag here stands up against the Gundams, because it is vital that it stands up to them.
The Union Fleet and America's Second Fleet have arrived off the coast of Taribia. Air forces have also scrambled from the Brazilian garrison base. It looks like they have control of the airspace over the major Taribian cities.
What about the Taribians?
They're concentrating ground
Alright,
mobile
better.
units around 3 of their main cities.
It's about what I
So yeah, feel free to enjoy the build the Gundam while I watch Gundam in the
There's
background.
only one thing we really can do.
Alright, that was a better fit. Alright, perfect.
Captain, a Gundam just showed up. So that's
Oh, here we go. Here's some stickers. Here's some stickers with stickers. It's the sticker for Ta.
Prepare to intercept
communications have been jammed.
Actually, this one's way bigger than all the. It's way bigger than all the other ones I'm used to dealing with.
So they did show up.
The Gundams have split up. We think each one is heading for a major city.
What are they planning? Are they going to intervene against both America and the Union?
If Celestial Being actually intervenes, it'll be helping the hardliners
around the size of my thumb.
But let's say they don't intervene. If they stand back and allow the Union armed forces to attack, their doctrine of eliminating war will be hopelessly compromised.
The question is, which one are you going to choose, Celestial Being?
On either force, how will Celestial Being make their armed intervention?
Commence mission.
What the? Is this the start of the Union attack?
Okay.
A Gundam!
Oh my god, what an excellence.
We haven't done anything yet to deserve this!
Celestial Being's founder was quite clear. Eolia Shenberg even mentioned it during his declaration.
To the members of Celestial Being, all countries that promote war are legitimate targets for armed intervention.
I've determined that Taribia is promoting war, eliminating targets.
Alright, we need another parts. We need I-15. Ow, fuck. Got my fucking I2.
Dynamis, targeted and ready to fire.
Taking advantage of us without our express permission is not allowed.
Hard part.
But this, it's just so one-sided.
Sir, the Gundams are engaging the Taribian forces.
They're doing what? I see. The Gundams are attacking our military. Get me President Stegmeyer on the hotline. Yes, sir.
It seems Celestial Being has determined that your country is a source of conflict, causing it to attack you. I sympathize with your plight, and I feel its actions are...
I into watching the small screen of the anime. I would make it more noticeable, but typically, like, the stream would get immediately shot, so I'm kind of surprised it's getting shot now.
I see.
Or hasn't been shot yet.
In order to ensure the protection of the Republic of Taribia, a nation allied with us, our military will launch an attack on Celestial Being.
Let's try turning up the volume a little bit.
Teams are taking off. It appears they're acting to protect Taribia as predicted.
I see.
In accordance with the mission plan, each Gundam will withdraw and fall back to a safe zone.
What a complete farce.
Just a moment. I have a machine that is currently closing on the Exia. It's one of America's flags.
American? What are they up to?
It's more than twice as fast as its specs, and it's heading for the Exia.
It's that flag again.
Another chance to fight the Gundam. That, Mr. President, was well played.
He's fast.
Put this over.
Got him.
E13, 14, E6.
Excellent, Lieutenant.
He got away. In the custom flag, I was able to stand up to the Gundam, but then it turned out to have underwater capability. You're just a little too versatile, Gundam.
I'm shocked. I never expected them to attack the Turibians.
It looks like both Turibia and America expected something like this would happen.
They expected it to happen?
Once Celestial Being began their intervention, Turibia immediately borrowed the help of the American military. Now, anti-American sentiments within Turibia will die down, and as a result, they can support the U.S. leadership as a matter of policy. The current Turibian administration will have American aid and a more secure power base. And to avoid Turibia's fate, other countries will think twice before deciding to implement any overt anti-American policies.
Well, politics just
I wonder
happened.
who actually benefited the most from these events. If you can't understand this, then you're not qualified to save this country. Marina Ismail, Princess
If you
Royal
can't
of the Kingdom
understand
of
this,
Azadistan.
you should not be qualified.
Hey sis, what does all this mean anyway? Celestial Being attacked the Turibian army. But that country didn't even start a fight or anything.
You're right.
They said they were going to end fighting in war, but they started this one. That just doesn't seem right.
I hate to tell you, Saji, but sometimes the world just isn't that simple. No, the world isn't simple at all.
Is this supposed to be here? I can't tell. What do we have to eat today? I had leftover pizza. Maybe like ramen or something. Maybe today. How about you? Oh wait, I can't play this opening. It's gonna get shot. Don't get shot, don't get shot, don't get shot.
Turibia returns to the Union and
What kind? Pepperoni.
emergency visit. He
And like
promises more
bacon.
material aid and an
Leftovers.
increase in their energy supply. It looks like this was all cooked up by America.
Is this supposed to be a straight piece? I can't tell.
Celestial beings being
No, it's supposed to have the little things.
No, not
I
exactly.
guess.
Celestial Being was just following its mandate to eliminate war, leading it to attack Turibia.
Is this one like quieter than the last one?
It went against world opinion. It might not be so wise to try using them for our purposes after all.
I see.
It's almost time for your
Yeah, this video is just quick quieter than where it just was.
anticipating good results.
I know you are, and I promise I'll try to do my best. To save Azadistan, we need to have access to solar energy.
May I ask you one
Some
thing?
sloppy
Princess?
joes sounds good.
Why exactly did you accept this role?
I had no choice, because only I can do it.
Ooh, that popped. Bam. Okay, let's do the test. Let's play the whole opening and see if it actually gets shot. Oh, not that. Ooh. Oh. That's very aggressive. That didn't feel right. Okay, I guess we're good. That's how the leg is coming, by the way. You know, I was sure the audio would kill it. Okay, never mind. We can rock the whole shit, I guess. You two don't got the copyright to stop the '06 anime.
Good day, and thank you for using Heaven's Pillar Travel Bureau.
Aw, sis, you didn't have to come see me off.
I had some business to take care of here. Now listen, Saji. Study hard when you're up there. Your scholarship is taking care of your study tour, but I'm the one paying for your ticket.
Yeah, I'm sorry for all the trouble, but Louise insisted on getting a private car.
Little rich girls can be just so...
Are you guys talking about me?
Little rich girls.
Please don't worry about a thing, Kinoue. Saji needs
Ooh,
someone
one
to take
second.
care of him, and
Be
believe
right
me,
back.
I'm more than capable.
Okay, I guess I can relax if Louise is there. But this isn't some kind of vacation, so it doesn't mean you can take it easy. And no funny stuff with Louise, got it?
Just what are you implying, sis?
There's nothing to worry about there. Saji wouldn't know how to, even if he wanted.
Really? Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if she's the right girl for you.
Hey, Kinoue, I can hear you.
All right, the paperwork's done. Let's go, Lieutenant.
Roger that, Colonel.
An experimental mobile suit test.
The mission plan just arrived from Miss Sumeragi. We'll observe the performance of an experimental mobile suit. Depending on the situation, we may even have to destroy
Gundam.
it.
You need to be careful when you're up there, Alleluia. Ever since that affair in Taribia, the world has become a little less friendly to us.
Yeah, thanks. I'll be sure to watch out.
Good day,
Okay, we
and
need
thank you for
the
using
14.
Heaven's Pillar Travel Bureau number E603 today. This linear train is a direct, non-stop ascent to the low orbital station True Pillar. We will be arriving at 1832, 9:32 of the following day, Greenwich Mean Time. We have now completed our initial acceleration. From this
14,
point on,
13,
the train
14.
will be in a gentle deceleration stage. The car interior will experience a quasi-weightless environment. Please use caution when unfastening your seatbelts.
The Solar Power Array Construction Project, an undertaking which began 50 years ago.
So the scar, thank you.
initiated when the Earth's fossil
It was
fuel
part of
reserves
my cosplay for one of the characters in this show.
The array consists of roughly
My sets in the
30,000 power
cosplay.
generation satellites placed in geostationary.
You know, I don't believe I ever asked you why you volunteered to join the Superhuman Institute.
I didn't volunteer. In fact, I am a designer baby created specifically for the Super Soldier program.
He's like, I didn't like that answer. B1, B2.
Number 1 has nano-machines embedded in her to maintain her physical functions. This allows her to remain active in space for extended periods. In addition, the sensory amplification treatment we applied to her...
That's enough.
Is there something bothering you about this?
You people don't see anything wrong with what you're doing in your secret laboratories?
No, not at all. If we're to adjust to the harsh environment of space, the lieutenant here is an absolute necessity.
Something wrong, Colonel?
The satellites,
This is going to be some of the
charged with solar
armor.
energy, transmit the power to the orbital elevator via microwave, and through the elevator, it is subsequently distributed to various regions on the surface. Over 1.2 exajoules of power are collected and transferred in a single day. Currently, distribution of power to the 35 nations of the Human Reform League is achieved through the use of energy tubes and... For areas where energy
Louise, I was watching that.
Never mind that. We're gonna go out and play.
Good.
What's wrong?
I'm kinda tired. You've been dragging me everywhere non-stop.
You're so out of shape.
You're just out of control, Louise.
Ah, you two must be Saji Crossroad and Louise Halavi.
Yes.
That's us.
I'm Borz Asan, and I'll be supervising your training. Welcome to the low orbital station True Pillar. Saji, do you know why the low orbital ring is necessary?
Yeah. Forcing a magnetic fluid through the ring creates a centrifugal force needed to maintain the station's orbital altitude, right?
I see someone's done his homework.
Hey, Saji, come look at this.
Louise, you shouldn't be there. This area is out of bounds.
Look at that Earth in the corner, the very small corner. It's beautiful. Yeah, if you want a bigger screen, a slightly bigger screen, you could just watch the stream on like Twitch.
Be careful, you two. There's still a little gravity at 10,000
Ultra.
kilometers. One wrong step and you'll end up falling all the way back to Earth.
Right, sir.
We're sorry. Saji, you idiot! You've got to save me properly!
Okay, this step done.
Oh boy.
B11,
Colonel,
B12.
this way, please.
B4,
So, this is
B5.
the one?
Yes, sir. A machine adapted to Super Soldier No. 1's reaction speed. The MSJ-062SP, Tieran Tautsi.
Tieran Tautsi. This will be my mobile suit.
A race in the hole against the Gundams.
Excuse me, sir. Have you finished your meal?
Thanks.
And would you care for anything to drink?
Coffee's fine.
Certainly, sir. Are you on vacation?
I much prefer the way the Earth looks from up in space.
I know exactly what you mean. The surface can be so complicated, and it's only gotten worse with the Celestial Being group.
Indeed. They are a pain.
We'll be arriving shortly, sir.
I kind of
Until then,
scuffed that one.
Walking in gravity again is really great.
That's for sure.
Mistress, it is almost time.
Yes, I am aware of that.
Huh?
Eyes forward, mister!
I'm sorry.
Lieutenant, let's check out your machine's maneuverability. Follow the designated course at full acceleration.
Roger that, Colonel. Here I go. I am now at full acceleration.
A course error of only 0.25 of maximum acceleration. Is this what a super soldier can do? But she's still just a child, really.
What is this feeling?
What is this? My head!
It hurts.
Lieutenant, you're veering off the designated course. What's wrong?
Colonel, something's throbbing in my head.
Where did this headache come from? Damn! What the hell is this? And just who is screwing around with my head?
What the fuck is this?
Who are you?
I am going to kill you!
Lieutenant, stop!
Oh, it puts the that there. Lieutenant! It's good, okay.
What's that?
Maybe there's some debris hitting us.
That's enough, Lieutenant! Stop!
What is going on here?
Louise!
What's
Okay,
happening?
I think it's
The gravity's gone.
It just goes like that.
Who is it? Who is that person?
11, the
Hey, look!
12.
Isn't that a gravity block?
An accident? It sure sucks to be them. Hallelujah. You stay out of this. Hallelujah.
Are we gonna die?
Oh no. I don't want to die!
Please, kill me! Hallelujah!
Not again. Not
Again!
Lieutenant, this is a disaster. Lieutenant! Control room, this is Sergei. Give me a damage report on the gravity blocks.
Here's the situation, Colonel. Gravity block number 7 is drifting. And according to the distress signal we received, there are 232 people stranded inside it.
What about a rescue team?
One is supposed to deploy in 7 minutes. And we're scrambling a small combat team to escort them as well. However, because of the explosive shock and an air leak, gravity block number 7 is losing velocity. It'll be dragged into the Earth's gravitational field in 14 minutes.
What? I'll start the rescue. Deploy a recovery team for the lieutenant's machine.
But sir, an object with that much mass...
Lives are at stake here.
You see the stress of the situation?
They're sending a rescue team. Problem is, there's just no way it'll make it in time. Earth's gravity is going to seize the gravity block and then pull it in.
Mistress. Excuse me, but it's Alleluia Haptism.
What?
This entire block has been detached from the station.
Hold on. Does that mean we're adrift? No way.
A rescue team is on its way. We just have to be patient.
7 minutes until the escape limit zone. To bring the speed of the block to orbital velocity, I'll have to accelerate that enormous structure.
Huh? What's that?
Okay, there we go. That's a clean fit that time.
Something's wrong. I just calculated it on my terminal. This block is gonna be trapped in the Earth's gravitational
That's what
field
the
in
fuck
about
is this
5
nerd?
minutes.
I just calculated it on my terminal.
Is that guy serious? In 5 minutes we're gonna start.
Who is this guy? I just did the math. We're gonna die.
My machine doesn't have enough thrust. 200 seconds until the escape limit zone. And at this rate, my machine's gonna be caught in the gravitational field as well. Am I going to have to abandon them? Over 200 people. Why? Why does space have to be so merciless? What kind of machine can approach this fast? Why didn't it show on my radar? Is that a Gundam?
Alleluia. Alleluia Haptism. What are you doing? Your mission has got nothing to do with this.
You could never understand the feelings of someone who is
up?
adrift in space. 20 seconds till the escape limit zone. Kyrios!
What the hell?
Again?
It stopped falling. But why is Celestial Being doing rescue work?
Now it's all up to Miss Sumeragi.
We just got an urgent coded transmission from Wong Lume.
He's doing rescue work?
Oh, it's telling me to bend the knee.
What do we do?
What else can we do?
Then you insert it.
A missing persons list
Neko, say hello, Neko.
No way.
T-136.
Even with the Gundam's thrust, the best we can do is just maintain our current position. And then we'll start to fall when we run out of energy.
Can you hear me? Everyone, move to the central block.
Is that the Gundam pilot speaking?
I repeat, if you don't want to die, move to the center.
Is someone trying to rescue us?
Come on, Louise, let's go.
There's no time. Hurry up.
His voice. He's a young man.
Hey, Saji. There's a chance you and I might die out here. I just want to say something.
No.
Louise.
No.
Come in, Gundam pilot. This block is about to enter the escape limit zone. This is the end. Get away.
I can't do that. Failure is not an option. Not for celestial being. Besides...
Look, Saji. I just want to say...
A Gundam Meister is never alone!
What the...
Okay, so just...
Nicely done.
Ooh, that's a good. That's pretty good.
GN particle compression in progress. Charging complete
in
20, 19, 18, 17,
16. Clouds are moving in and blocking my shot.
Setsunaka and what? Oh yeah, this is another character.
Roger that.
Charging complete.
Targeted and firing.
Some nice support, Miss Sumeragi.
Now move! They targeted the 2 blocks from the ground and cut them off. This reduced the total mass so they could push it to a stable orbit. The rescue team's here. Colonel! It's the Gundam! The rescue work takes priority! Roger! I'm not so callous as to be ungrateful for their help.
This just in! All the people who were in danger were rescued!
No way. By the Gundam.
Mission complete.
We abandoned the mission that Veda recommended and made a rescue operation our priority. On top of that, we showed the whole world Dynamis' high-altitude firing capability.
Oh,
So we'll
no
have
way.
to completely revise our plans, won't we?
You changed the mission, and you're the one who gave Lock-on Stratus his orders.
I didn't change the mission to help Alleluia Haptism. I protected the Gundam.
Someone with his temperament should not be piloting a Gundam.
Oh my god, we have a leg.
And what of your temperament?
We have a full leg. Look at that.
You and I, we were pretty close to dying, weren't we?
It's okay.
It was so unreal. But I'm glad it's over.
Hey,
Cool.
Louise, you were gonna tell me something earlier. What was it?
Oh,
The right leg. Of the
Go
Forbidden
ahead.
One.
no,
Let's see.
not now.
Let's see if the ending cuts off. Oh my god, I'm actually making progress. I'm already like down here. D2. How many episodes of Gundam have I watched actually? That's a better question. I watched 5 episodes. Damn.
Even if it's a set-up battle, Celestial Being cannot stay silent. A Gundam with new equipment reveals its existence to the world.
D29, D211.
Swords. There's no
D29, D29, D211. So 9 and 11. That's not what I meant to say. What I should have said.
This celestial whatchamacallit is terrible for business. If folks here can't collect these rocks, this nation's economy will go bust. Care to guess how many countries and industries will be affected by that? As long as they can stop war, they don't really care about what happens to the people on the bottom.
Boss, you got a call from the PMC Trust.
Hello, Heliel Setches here. So, you sent us all the way out here, and then you just cancel the contract? Mercenaries make their living by fighting! Keep this up, and Moralia's gonna collapse! Got it. We'll return to headquarters.
Something wrong?
The big shots at the AEU are wising up. They're finally getting off their butts and doing something.
So, do you intend to send the army to Moralia no matter what?
At the European Summit the other day, we confirmed that Moralia's PMCs are necessary for our space development projects.
No matter how bad its financial problems seem to be, if we keep supporting Moralia, Celestial Being will be...
And that is precisely why we must send the military.
But let's not be too rash. Think of the public opinion backlash if we were to send our soldiers onto foreign soil.
We shouldn't be worrying about what happened 3 centuries ago. We're trying to do what's best for the AEU of today.
We should leave the actual colony development to the Union and the HRL. After all, they wouldn't be able to do it without our generous financial support.
That may work for nations like yours that possess tremendous wealth, but I'm afraid the situation is quite a bit different for my country.
Is your country that desperate to sell all those weapons you've been developing?
Moving into space without a strong military will be impossible. If we give up control of space to the Union and the Human Reform League, the final frontier will be lost to us.
Undoubtedly. We cannot afford to fall any further behind in the space development race. Forces must be deployed to Moralia, but only by countries that agree to do so.
If that's the way it is.
However, we shall require the consensus of all the AEU member nations. In effect, we shall be the White Knight who saves Moralia.
GN drive linkage satisfactory. GN particle charge status currently 75%. Dispersal status holding steady at 40%. There are currently no unknowns within visual range.
You know, it's been just over a week, you guys.
What are you talking about?
I mean, alleluia. There's nothing wrong with saving lives.
Where did this headache come from? Who was that?
Hi. So, is my sentence up?
From the sounds of it, you don't feel sorry about your actions, do you?
I guess you're right.
Alleluia Haptism. You're not worthy of being a Gundam Meister.
What, you want to pull me off Kyrios?
That's right. At least that's what I'd like to do. But we actually can't afford to do it right now.
We have a task that'll require your abilities again.
Miss Sumeragi.
We have received information that the President of the Moralian Republic is having clandestine meetings with the foreign ministers of the major AEU nations.
Moralia. The PMCs, right?
We can consider these actions to be a direct challenge to us.
This will be a hard mission. We'll be heading down to the surface to provide backup. Alleluia, you're released from confinement. Both of you are going, so prepare for an immediate launch.
Roger that.
We've conducted a thorough physical examination of the lieutenant, but we found no problems. The numbers indicate her brain's synaptic nerve impulses and glial cells are all at normal levels.
I see. Then why did the lieutenant suddenly lose control like that?
We analyzed her Tautsi's mission recorder and detected abnormalities in her quantum brainwaves. Ordinarily, this should be impossible. We could be looking at an external influence.
External influence?
If that's so, then the only kind of individual who could cause this reaction would be someone like the lieutenant, with enhanced glial cells and using quantum brainwaves.
Someone else like her was out there?
Well, I'm just saying it might be a possibility.
How do we deal with this?
We've modified the lieutenant's suit so it blocks quantum brainwaves. This won't happen again.
Is it that important to you to have the lieutenant out on the battlefield?
If this celestial being organization had never appeared on the scene, our research here wouldn't have been exposed to the world.
It always leads back to that group.
Technical assistance with solar power generation.
Yes, we desperately need assistance in that matter.
I really wish our nation could help with this dilemma you're facing. However, your country is very unstable right now. Without a guarantee that
What
our
the fuck is
technicians will be
this?
safe, it's unlikely we'd receive the consent of the assembly. Besides, since the AEU's elevator isn't fully operational, I don't know if we'd even have the technicians to send elsewhere.
How unfortunate.
Though I'll make every effort to ensure that Azatistan continues to receive food aid.
Thank you for that.
To protect her country, a young princess enters the unfamiliar world of foreign policy. I feel sorry for her, but these are serious matters and we're not running a charity. I guess it's all up to Moralia now.
It's the Setsuna I'm Still Fighting episode.
That's good timing.
Yeah,
My
that's-
sister made too much stewed chicken and we can't finish it. I was wondering if you'd like some. It's still warm.
I'm on my way out.
Oh, I see.
And that was a close call.
Uh-huh. Oh, at the station. Yeah, that's for sure. Who would have thought Celestial Being would show up and rescue us? I never imagined that.
Neither did I.
Huh?
I feel like I messed up this one. I feel like I put this in the other way.
Founded in 2284, it is a small country situated in southern Europe. The population is a relatively low 180,000, but there are more than 3 million foreign workers residing within its borders. PMCs account for 20% of the roughly 4,000 private companies. PMC stands for Private Military Company. These contractors deal in mercenary deployments, the training of soldiers, weapons development, transport, and logistical support, all based on business models for profit.
You work way too much, Felt.
Just doing my duty.
Miss Sumeragi, Moralia has developed by inviting in the private military companies and then giving them favorable treatment, right? So why was it never considered one of our targets until now?
If wars around the world diminished in number, then their business wouldn't be profitable anymore. It would have been nice if they ended up self-destructing on their own.
So the word is, Moralia's spoiling for a fight with Celestial Being.
And the AEU has decided to back them up. If they want to complete their solar-powered generation system and move on to space colony development, then the manpower and technology of the PMCs are critical to their whole plan. And on the other hand, there's Moralia, which just wants to revive its failing economy. Even if their country does become a battlefield, they still need backup from the AEU. You know, if they're lucky, they might even capture one of those machines. A Gundam.
Well then, I guess we'll just have to hand this one over to the so-called ace of the AEU.
This is the Moralian Air Force Base. You have permission to land. Please use runway number 7.
What was that for?
Yo! I'm the ace of the AEU, Patrick Colasauer! Members of the Moralian Air Force, I'm here to help!
Man, what a big mouth.
Don't keep me waiting, Gundam! I'm gonna tear you into little pieces!
Moralia and the AEU on a joint military exercise?
The AEU sent a full regiment of mobile suits, and the PMC Trust, who, as I'm sure you realize, is an alliance of Moralia's private military companies, is also taking part in the exercise. Adding all the mobile suits together, it's estimated they have over 130 machines.
A full-scale mission. They've no choice. The world will have to take notice of Celestial Being now. Mr. Miragi! We aren't leaving for Moralia until tomorrow, so can we please have some time off until then?
Is that what you want?
And my stream died.
Hey, Setsuna, it's been a long time.
Ah, Ian Vashti.
I have some things I wanted to bring to you guys as soon as possible.
He brought out a couple surprises for us.
Presents! Presents!
I've already equipped the Dynamis over there with...
Yes. Oh well. You probably can hear.
its additional weaponry. And yours is right over here.
Yours is right over here.
The GN blades are made exclusively for the Exia. They emit the same super compressed particles as the GN sword. They'll easily cut through 3-meter thick E-carbon plating. Well, are you impressed?
Exia's GN blades.
It's the Gundam 7 Swords. So, the Exia is finally living up to its development code.
Hey, what's up with him? I rushed all the way out here to this little island just to show him the blades. You'd think he'd be a little more grateful than that.
Don't worry, he's plenty grateful, old man.
What?
See, Setsuna is infatuated with everything about the Exia.
Exia. My Gundam.
My Gundam.
It's the others.
It is 12 noon. On JNN News today, a special report on the joint military exercise taking place in the Moralian Republic with the AEU forces, codename Operation Dawn. There are over 100 mobile suits from the two combined forces taking part in the exercise, but the real question is,
Does
why
this
conduct
interest
such
you?
a large-scale military operation at this time?
Hi.
Welcome, sir.
An unpure.
Right away, sir.
How do you interpret Moralia's recent actions?
Let's not talk about that. We haven't seen each other in a while.
Yeah, since graduate school, right? How many years has it been?
Keep quiet. I don't want people to find out how old I am.
I already know how old you are.
And here you are, sir.
Why do you say like that? I already know how old you are.
Is some of her youth.
And do you have any data to support this theory?
You haven't changed a bit, have you, Billy?
You know, I'm glad you called me up.
Oh, I feel great! I feel tired.
The Anti-Gundam Task Force? What kind of a name is that?
It was just formed recently, so it doesn't really have an official name yet.
And so you've been assigned to this task force?
I like how this is kind of funny how he's just like just talking about work secrets like this is openly.
The professor?
Yeah, he's been invaluable. He already figured out the concept behind the particles emitted by
Yeah, I definitely do the same thing, but still.
That sounds interesting. What kind of particle is it?
I want to know too, but he won't tell me no matter how many times I ask him.
Is that so? Oh, that's a shame.
Ah, never mind that. So, what are you up to now?
1819.
Well, a lot of things.
Listen, about that time.
I've forgotten about it.
I see. That's fine then. I'm just glad we've reconnected.
Yeah.
This is nice too. Ooh, how about this one? Cute! Let me sleep.
As we expected, we were only able to get food aid.
Don't say it like it's a foregone conclusion. We have to get technical support, somehow.
I'm sure you've seen the news by now. It looks like Moralia is heading straight for a confrontation with Celestial Being. If there's a chance of war breaking out, I'll have you return home.
Again, Celestial Being, even here.
A joint exercise. I never thought the AEU would take part.
The fruit of diplomatic efforts. We can't always be getting the short end of the stick. The AEU better show up and do their part.
No kidding.
I want you to use this machine.
A new AEU model?
It was a development test machine, but our company's engineering branch tuned it up.
You want me to beat a Gundam with this?
Capture one.
Easier said than done.
We're prepared to pay you more money than you can imagine.
Now that is tempting indeed.
I've been waiting for you.
Here we are.
Come on, I'll show you the way.
Impressive, Wong Lume. This is all excellent.
Why, thank you very much.
This shows how the Moralian and the AEU forces are deployed.
As well as the PMC Trust. And it's in real time.
When did you hack this?
Oh, just before breakfast.
The mission will get underway at 0000 hours as planned. We're gonna target everything that is hostile to us.
Roger that.
Ah, you met with Cujo, did you? And how is she doing?
Just fine.
Did you discuss the incident?
I asked her. She said she'd forgotten.
I see.
Cujo? Are they talking about what happened with the combat forecaster?
Sir, I'm getting a visual from the scene. It's on the monitor.
What's that equipment? They're not in our data.
Celestial Being is serious this time.
Visual confirmation of Gundams, point A4576.
Looks like the enemy managed to spot us. Okay, all machines, respond according to the mission plan.
Keep the coded lines open at all times. Expect revisions to the plan from Miss Sumeragi.
Roger that.
Roger that.
Watch it.
Moralia has just declared a state of emergency! Urgent report! Prepare the graphics! Hurry up with the breaking news update! Get moving!
Right.
They're making their move now.
If the Republic of Moralia has declared a state of emergency, then that means Celestial Being has begun its armed intervention, and the fighting has probably already begun.
It looks like it.
Are they showing Gundams yet? Why do
Since
this?
they're part of the joint
What?
exercise, the question here is
It
what is
doesn't
the
make sense,
AEU military
Louise.
going to do
Celestial
in
Being
response?
rescued us. Now they're starting a war themselves? Doing this isn't gonna change the world a bit. It just creates hate. They're plunging the world into chaos.
You hear them, Ribbons? I know I can. All the evils throughout the world.
Enemy air squadron spotted in E332, just like Miss Sumeragi's forecast said.
Formation destroyed. There are no changes to your mission plan, Kyrios.
Roger. Continuing intervention.
Dynamis and Virtue are switching to armed intervention in D-883.
All right, Haro. You take care of shield control.
Leave it to me! Leave it to me!
Okay.
I don't even need to take aim.
At this rate.
What's behind you? What's behind you?
I'm ready for your sneak attacks.
Virtue. Preparing to eliminate Hellion Squad.
There you are! You're a different model from the last time, but you're still a Gundam, aren't you? That means you are obviously my enemy!
You have enemy mobile suits coming in fast from G653.
Roger.
We got
eliminate the
sticker.
targets.
What the heck was that?
Ready. Resuming mission.
Virtue. Phase 1 cleared. Now proceeding to Phase 2.
Kyrios has dealt with enemy aerial forces. Moving on to Phase 2.
Alter Dynamis' mission plan to C5.
Roger that.
The power of the Gundam Meisters.
We've only just begun to show our power. What is Exia's status?
Engaging enemy forces at T554 as planned.
Exia, Phase 1 complete. Proceeding to... a new model. What? He's reading my moves.
Nice machine.
Yeah.
Shame about the
Another
pilot,
sticker
though.
and
What do you say, Mr. Gundam?
I know that voice.
You're interfering with my business.
No, it can't be.
I've got a bonus riding on this.
It is him.
D26.
Well, Gundam, you're mine.
I will.
Acting upon morals is part of being human, but so is acting for personal gain. A brief victory and then the despair that lies beyond it. Next episode, Unrewarded Souls. The true merits of the Gundams are questioned.
In order to give your body to God and join this holy war, there is something you must do. And that is... Congratulations. You have now been accepted by God, and you can become warriors participating in this holy war. Nice machine. Shame about the pilot, though. What do you say, Mr. Gundam?
I know that voice.
You're interfering with my business.
No, it can't be.
I've got a bonus riding on this.
It is him.
Well, Gundam, you're mine.
(2307 AD). 3 groups of nations have created orbital elevators and a solar power generation system, giving humanity access to a nearly infinite source of energy. However, this has not stopped the countries of the world from fighting. For their own prestige and prosperity, each group of nations insists on playing a grand zero-sum game. A private armed organization, Celestial Being, takes action against this world, with the ultimate goal being the elimination of war itself. The 4 Gundams have begun an armed intervention against the Republic of Moralia. On that battlefield, Setsuna F. Seiya confronts the author of his destiny. The man's name is Alsaces, Ali Alsaces.
I never thought I'd capture you without a little bit of damage. Since the rifle didn't work, I'll just have to cut you off! How's this?
I know that move.
Ollie, hello?
How many blades do you have? You know what? I can see your moves before you make them!
Don't do it, Soran! Why? Why are you doing this, Soran?
Incredibly sharp. So that's what a Gundam is capable of.
Oh my god, we're so fucking close.
He's signaling me. He's telling me to come out of my cockpit. Has he lost his mind?
The Exia! It's...
What?
Setsuna, wait! He's serious. He's really coming out. And look at the size of him. That pilot's just a kid. Interesting. This is very interesting, Celestial whatever. So, you want a fist fight? Well, Mr. Silent Gundam pilot. Well done. What the hell? This is what you called me out here for? At least show me your face. Well, how about it?
Dynamis.
You missed! You missed!
On purpose? I could have easily hit Setsuna as well, Big Mouth. He's moving. I'm taking him out. Oh, he dodged my shots.
Setsuna, are you...
Give me an explanation another time. Can you resume your mission?
Roger.
Skip past Phase 5 and go straight to Phase 6. Dynamis will provide support for Exia. Give the same order to Kyrios and Virtue.
Roger that, ma'am.
The mission plan's a mess thanks to that child.
He actually opened the cockpit hatch while in the middle of combat?
Why would he do such a thing?
Deploying particles directly ahead.
Our shots!
Okay.
Hey, Tieria. Setsuna's gone and done it again. Be quiet. I'm not in the mood for chit-chat.
We've lost contact with the 3rd Air Corps. No response
from the aerial base.
No response from the PMC 32nd Transport Corps.
Our communication lines are being disrupted. We don't know what's going on.
And what are our mobile suit losses?
Enormous. Just from what's been reported so far, we have 32 machines destroyed, 26 badly damaged, and the AEU has lost 15 machines as well.
You're telling me we've lost more than half our forces in less than 2 hours?
Commander, the PMC Trust has sent word suggesting we fall back.
Those fools! Just where do they think we can run to?
I didn't think it would be this bad.
Those Gundams are too much. Stop sacrificing your soldiers. Surrender.
Out of all the plans we considered, this is the worst-case scenario. Is everything ready?
As we previously discussed, we formed a reconstruction assistance team. We're going to be among the first on the ground.
I've lined up some nations that are promising economic aid. It looks like we'll be able to take in Moralia now.
Let us offer up a silent prayer to honor the efforts of our valiant soldiers.
You've lost track of all the Gundams? What, did they fall back?
No. We should assume they've just moved on to their next mission.
Anything from the Alial Sanchez team? Our communications are currently down because of those particles from the Gundam, so nothing's getting through. We're talking about 4 machines. You can't call this mess a war. This is a one-sided, butt-kicking fiasco.
All Gundams have arrived at the scheduled rendezvous point. Now commencing Phase 6.
Right. Then let's wrap this up.
Why are we flying down here anyway?
Stop your grumbling. The enemy's attention is on the areas where there's radio interference.
We'll sneak in and quickly crush the enemy's head. We're counting on your steady hand here. Hey, be careful, will ya?
You suck! You suck!
Never mind.
That's what I should be saying.
Why was he here? Did he join the PMC because he had nowhere else to go? If he did, then where is his god now?
Setsuna F. Seye.
Tieria Arde.
Make another silly self-absorbed move like that, and I'll shoot you in the back.
You'd trash a solar reactor? To protect the secrets of the Gundams? Yes.
Boss, you made it! Yeah, somehow. But I let my bonus get away.
Still, that was well done, boss. You went toe-to-toe with that monster and you came out even.
You were right when you ordered us to hide, sir.
The dead don't care about money. But who was that kid? Does he know me? And the way he used that sword. Could he be from Cruches? No, that's impossible.
Miss Sumeragi, we're coming up on their arrival time now. Phase 6 complete.
Here we go. Last phase.
We've got Gundams. Point 326, in front of headquarters.
They must have come to the gorge.
All mobile suits are to engage.
Virtue, ready to destroy targets.
Dynamis targeted and ready to fire.
Curios, now commencing intervention.
Exia, eliminating targets.
All mobile suit teams have been silenced.
Annihilated in less than 5 minutes. It's a nightmare.
Commander, the Prime Minister's calling, sir.
The enemy's not responding.
Will they keep on or quit?
Quit.
Haro, send word to Miss Sumeragi. We've confirmed the enemy's white flag. Mission complete.
Roger, Roger.
Wait. Is this supposed to be on both sides?
They've signaled unconditional surrender. Mission complete.
Oh.
Machines withdraw. Whew. Well, Miss Sumeragi, that was well done.
We did have one outrageous incident, however.
What the
I
fuck?
know, but despite that, the plan unfolded almost exactly as Veda had predicted.
Personally, sometimes I wish things didn't go as predicted.
Why is that?
We're heading out. Take care of the equipment for me, please.
Right, I'll get on that.
Wong Lume, do you know how many lives were sacrificed in this mission?
No.
According to my forecast, there were at least 500 lost.
But surely when you joined Celestial Being, you knew things like this would happen.
I knew all right. Yes, all too well.
It appears to be over.
Yeah, looks like the AEU lost its big gamble.
I'm not too sure. Obviously, losing over 20 mobile suits like that has got to be pretty painful. But I think the AEU will see a surge in support from its citizens, which means they'll have a free hand to expand their military. And by having Moralia in their debt, their relationship with the PMCs will become even stronger.
How sad. No matter how brilliant its victories are, Celestial Being is only alienating itself from the world.
So tell me, Professor, do you feel they're walking down the path of their own destruction?
You know, their actions indicate that is what they're seeking. Anyway, that's the way it looks to me.
Moralia's just surrendered.
That's too fast. They only declared their emergency 5 hours ago.
Change the broadcast. I'll rewrite the
Do we
script.
have any video from the scene?
We're getting it now.
Is the
All right,
war
hurry up.
over?
Kill him! Don't just sit there!
Yes, sir.
In our lead story, news on Celestial Beings' armed intervention yesterday into the joint military exercise held by the Moralian military and the AEU in the Republic of Moralia. Only 5 hours had passed between the state of emergency declaration and the unconditional surrender.
What you trying to
It's
say?
already over. Instant kill.
Those Gundams rock!
Saji, when we were in danger, Celestial Being was the group that saved us, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right, but...
Stand at 527. But with people still missing in action, the casualty figures are expected to rise.
Okay, so
Right
this is
now,
how
we're
it
going
goes.
live with Special Correspondent
So
Ikeda
that's
on the
good.
scene. He will now update us on the current situation. Please go ahead, Mr. Ikeda.
Yes, Ikeda here. I am reporting from Revere, the capital of Moralia. Can you see that? This is the spot where a Moralian mobile suit was shot down. It crashed into this building, causing it to collapse. On our way here, we saw several homes that had been destroyed by stray gunfire. We understand there were quite a number of civilian casualties.
Has the private armed organization Celestial Being released a statement of responsibility?
I have received no information about a statement.
Congratulations, Master Alejandro Corner.
Thank you, but it's the Gundam Meisters who should be receiving all such accolades.
So
Will the world respond now?
I got the perfect setup, right?
Where the hell were you?
Where was I?
We got the Gundams.
The Gundams.
We got the Gundam.
Why is your team the only one without casualties?
Their commander knows his stuff.
We
Oh,
got
by the
Gundams.
way, I got some good information a few moments ago.
What? What kind of information?
Just watch the news and you'll find out.
You understand why I hit you, right? Our identities fall under the same S-level secrecy restrictions as the solar reactors. Why did you show yourself like that? Go ahead, give me a reason. You are so stubborn. You're really asking for it. Huh?
Fine then. You don't have to tell us. But you're now a danger to the rest of us.
Knock it off, Tierra.
If we let him get away with this kind of foolishness, he'll be putting our lives at risk as well. The plan is still in its infancy. We cannot afford to slip up.
I'm not leaving.
Huh?
I'm not leaving Exia. And I am a Gundam Meister.
Put it down, Setsuna.
Look, I know I'm guilty of disobeying orders too, but all of us here were chosen by Veda. There's a reason why Setsuna was made a Gundam Meister.
Then answer me one question, Setsuna. Why do you deserve to be a Gundam Meister?
Good question.
My existence is the reason.
What?
Because I'm alive. I'm still alive.
Everyone, get along! Get along!
So I'm still alive. I deserve a Gundam. That's facts. That's facts. That's no use spitting. I'm also alive. Give me Gundam.
Well, it was inevitable, really. We live in a world that is filled with evils.
Louise, with everything that's going on, maybe we shouldn't have gone out.
Are you still worried about Moralia?
But Louise, you're from the AEU. Aren't you worried at all?
I've never actually been to Moralia, so I don't really know.
So, where are we going now?
First, I want to look at some clothes, then some more clothes, then some more clothes, and then more clothes.
Oh my God, this
All for
woman.
yourself, right? What happened? The bus!
The bus just exploded!
Terrorists! A terrorist attack!
Terrorists?
Let's get out of here, Louise.
Good heavens.
Hurry!
Hey! Listen up, you guys! Something terrible just happened.
What's going on, old man?
7 major cities were attacked by terrorists simultaneously.
Huh? How many?
Terrorists.
Were there any casualties?
Well, they used time bombs at train stations and business districts. They weren't large explosions, but they targeted places where people were gathered.
Okay, leg
I
is
heard at
now
least 100
completely
people
finished.
lost their lives in the blasts.
That's just terrible.
Let's do the same on the other side.
It's me.
Attention Gundam Meisters. Moments ago, those responsible for the simultaneous attacks released a statement of responsibility to the networks. Unless Celestial Being ceases its armed interventions and disarms, they will continue to engage in indiscriminate retaliatory attacks around the world.
So in fact, this was really aimed at us.
Which organization made the statement?
That's unknown. Meisters, please remain there on standby until we receive an investigative report from our agents.
I don't know who they are or where they're from, but they've stirred things up.
Blackmailing us by mass murder.
What did they think? That this would stop us from carrying out our interventions?
Are you serious, Tierria?
Innocent civilians were victims here, and you don't feel anything!
No, I don't. All of our plans did forecast that there was a possibility of something like this happening.
Callous bastard!
What's the matter? Usually you're the one who acts like he doesn't have a care in the world.
Oh, shut up, you bastard!
Do you despise terrorism that much?
And you don't?
To the world at large, we're nothing but a bunch of terrorists too.
Do you have a problem with me hating them?
That group is using a form of warfare known as terrorism.
Yeah, so?
So, Celestial Being will do what it does best. Armed intervention. And you know what? We Gundam Meisters will be the ones to do it.
Right, Setsuna, you tell them, let them know. We will do it. This is what I was looking for.
The dying includes those who are innocent. If that is planned, then how great are the sins the Gundams must now bear? Next episode, Indiscriminate Retaliation. Setsuna meets the author of his destiny.
If the private armed organization Celestial Being does not disarm and cease its armed interventions immediately, our campaign of retaliation will continue. What we do is not evil. We are the voice of the people, apostles in the name of justice. We are rising up against those who would oppress the world with military force. What the hell are they talking about?
Indiscriminate bombings.
A global terror network.
Those bastards.
Lago!
I'm sorry, Haro. Just leave me alone for a while, okay? I'll shoot them. I'll shoot them all.
Indiscriminate terrorism. Sure, I always knew stuff like this could happen, but this is just gonna turn people against us even more.
Well, being hated is nothing new. Either way, we're always up here in space, so there's nothing we can do. We'll have to leave it to the guys down there.
Good to see you home again, mistress.
We won't be needing the staff. We have business to take care of.
Excuse us.
Why are you all dressed like that?
Just think of it as a form of camouflage.
And this is my favorite style.
Do you realize how serious the situation is?
I do know, but right now all we can do is wait for word from the agents Wang Lume sent out. Boy, is it hot out here. Don't you have any cold beer?
Sometimes she's just a little too unconventional.
She's just acting tough.
If only we could contact those agents ourselves.
We're a combat team. There's no need to know everything about the organization.
I guess I can trust Invada's directions.
Long time no see, Belt. Long time no see.
Haro.
I've contacted all our agents using an encrypted message on a special wavelength.
What's the situation like out there?
It appears the intelligence agencies of the world are already at work, searching for the stronghold of this international network. Another bombing. It's in the Human Reform League. With this, the Union, the AEU, and Human Reform League have all become targets. The probability is very high that we're dealing with an international terror network.
Still,
Two
there might be
legs.
a country supporting it.
Alright, let's get the waste unit.
It's terrible, having to just sit and wait like this.
We can surmise that the terrorist network must have several operating bases. To make sure that we attack them before they have a chance to switch bases, we'll have all Gundams stand by at arranged locations.
Sorry, we've got to go.
See you later, Feld. See you later, Feld.
Haro.
Disengaging GN system repose. Priority pass to Setsuna FC.
GN particle dispersal density to normal levels. Curios, now proceeding to target point.
Virtue, Tierra Arde, launching.
Exia, Dynamis, ready to go, ready to go.
Exia, Setsuna FC, heading to target.
Dynamis, lock on Stratus. I'm taking off.
terror attack against us as well?
24 dead, 67 injured in the attack, sir. Intelligence has begun an investigation.
Very well, then. Report back if something turns up.
Roger that, Colonel.
Yes, what is it?
I don't see why this latest incident is something you should be concerned with, Colonel.
These acts are being carried out because of Celestial Being, which means there's a distinct possibility they'll step in at some point. Then it's our business.
Lieutenant, we're not going to find the enemy like this.
I know. At heart, I'm just an impatient, hyperactive boy. And I can't stand those bastards who go about doing such cowardly acts. I know there's no point, but I can't help myself.
We're with you, Lieutenant.
I appreciate your loyalty, guys.
A war in Moralia and terrorist attacks. There sure are a lot of distractions on your diplomatic tour.
Terrorism concerns have postponed my meeting with the British Foreign Secretary. This is all Celestial Being's fault.
Think of it as a vacation and enjoy yourself.
How could you suggest such a thing to me?
The National Assembly erupted the other day. Apparently, the reformists attacked and injured the conservative leader.
That's terrible.
It's only a matter of time before our own people start fighting each other. This is your first trip, but it may turn out to be your last one.
Hey, Louise. It's me. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. But Mom is really on me about going back to Spain.
Make her feel better and just go back for a short visit.
Bad idea. She was against me studying abroad to begin with. She'll come up with a million reasons to keep me there.
I'm home.
My sister's home. I'll talk to you later, okay, Louise? Give me a call if anything changes.
Sure. See you later.
Hey, welcome home, sis. You look tired.
That's 'cause I am tired. A large-scale war in Moralia and terror attacks. World leaders giving official statements. Demonstrations around the world denouncing Celestial Being. We can't cover it all, even with everybody working.
Honestly, I used to feel it was all someone else's problem.
What was?
Oh, how do I put it? Everything that's going on in the world. Here.
Oh, thank you.
Even after Celestial Being showed up, there was no conflict over here. So I never really thought it mattered to me. But then... that bus was bombed. When I saw that, I realized it did matter. It mattered a lot to me. I just didn't know it. I didn't know anything before.
Same with me.
Huh?
I've just come back from interviewing the victims' families, and it was difficult. They didn't do anything. It's just that they happened to be in the wrong place. And then their lives were over. I understand why those families hate Celestial Being. I do.
It just seems impossible to actually rid the world of war.
They're probably thinking the exact same thing.
What do you mean?
There's something else behind that impossible goal of eliminating war. I bet Celestial Being has an ulterior motive behind their actions. Though that's just speculation.
But a lot of innocent people have been killed. And a lot more are grieving over those deaths.
You're right. I completely agree with you.
I wonder what Mom and Dad would think if they were still alive.
They'd feel bad, Saji. Just like you do.
Virtue has now reached the target location. Entering standby mode.
Kyrios, maintaining standby mode. How long is this gonna take?
What a pain.
Are you going?
Of course I am. I'm gonna carry out my duty in the name of God.
No, you can't. You'll die.
What's wrong? Are you afraid of dying? That's blasphemy against God.
He lived for God, and he died for God. Now his spirit shall be led into the presence of God.
There is no God in death. A heat source. Close to where we thought another attack might take place. Terrorists. Setsuna here.
Yeah, this
saw
is
a
when he
suspicious person on the
meets
security
Princess.
cameras leaving the site of the bombing. You're the closest one to the scene. Can you look into it?
Roger. I'll head to the site.
You can't use Exia right now.
I know.
Is it true there was a terrorist attack nearby?
Yes, it's been confirmed, ma'am. We've arranged for a hotel outside the city.
The suspect was seen escaping in a car, a brown coupe.
Engaging target.
What are you doing? What do you think you were trying to do there, laddie?
Nothing.
Okay, let's see some ID. Hey, what's wrong? Get your ID out now!
Excuse me, but you should know this boy here is with us.
Who are you?
This is who we are.
Ah, sorry, sir.
Was that presumptuous of me?
No.
It never occurred to me that I might meet someone else from my homeland on this trip. I mean, you are from Azatistan, right?
No, I'm from Krugis.
Krugis? Yes, I see. I really don't know what to say now. I haven't introduced myself properly. I'm Marina Ismail.
Kamal Mazarif.
Are you on a sightseeing trip? Oh, wait, don't leave yet. Please let me talk to you a little longer.
We have one of the suspects in custody here. Right. I'll send you the biometrics immediately.
The information is confirmed, Mistress.
Okay.
It's been determined that the terrorist network responsible is the European Nature Revival Group, La Idenra.
We need them to locate their operating bases right away.
Diplomacy?
That's right. As I'm sure you know, Kamal, Azatistan has split into the
Why
reformists
is
and
she
the
like
conservatives.
explaining her
The
old
country's in
issues?
chaos. With the restriction on oil exports, to rebuild the nation's economy, we need access to a solar power generation system. But it's that very same power system that is responsible for ruining our people's standard of living. And that's why the conservatives aren't too pleased with the whole idea. Unless we reconcile the two sides, that group will step in.
Celestial being.
They're nothing but a group of fanatics, thinking they can stop war by using force. Of course, war isn't right, but the reality is that people are losing their lives in these unilateral interventions. There are even whole countries that have had their economies ruined. I just find myself asking the question, do those people think they're God?
People die in wars, too.
I'm only saying that their interventions are too arbitrary. Without holding talks, without looking at
Are
more
we
peaceful
talking
solutions,
politics?
all they're doing is restraining people with the threat of violence, and that's not right.
While talks are held, people die.
Yes, but...
It was Azatistan that destroyed Krugis.
Yes, you're right about that. But right until the end, the two countries sought a peaceful solution.
Meanwhile, people died.
Oh no, Kamal. Were you? The fighting ended over 6 years ago.
I'm
You're
still
just a
fighting.
boy. Were you fighting?
I am still fighting.
I'm fighting right now.
Fighting now.
Are you here to kill me? Are you a member of the conservatives?
Killing you won't change anything. The world won't change.
Oh, Kamal.
No.
Huh?
My code name is Setsuna Avseye. I am a Gundam Meister of celestial being.
Celestial being?
If the conflict doesn't end, we will go to Azotistan.
That
Such a funny
wasn't a
conversation.
very funny joke.
We're getting reports from the agents now. It appears that
Okay.
Denver's main operating bases have already been abandoned.
They're careful. We're back to square one.
Wait a minute. It looks like they're releasing the biometric data of a suspected terrorist live on the network now. A coded message from the NRO, and the BND and DGSE too.
Okay, we're getting there.
Clearly, it's a message from the world. They want us to act.
Are you sure releasing that info was the right move, Mr. Secretary?
With our limited jurisdiction, it's not easy to take military action against terrorists based in other countries. But that group is a little different. This one time, we share a common interest and goal.
Lali Denra has 3 operating bases. We'll attack simultaneously at 1400 Greenwich Mean Time.
Roger. Virtue will commence attack on terrorist organization's operating base.
Curios,
Hey.
providing backup.
Enemy strength is unknown. There's a chance they'll have mobile suits.
Then I'll just have to shoot them down.
Roger that. Exia commencing mission. Disengaging GN system repose. Priority pass to Setsuna Avseye. Dissolve external camouflage membrane. Maintain GN particle dispersal. Enter boarding mode. Exia commencing intervention.
All Gundams have launched.
Do you have any other orders, Miss Sumeragi?
Huh? No, none. We can just leave it up to the Meisters now while we hit the beach.
Are you sure?
You should know that after this mission, we'll be going back to space.
All right, I'm coming. Let's go, Felt.
But we're
It's
still...
okay.
Really fucked up the level of
Who would have
trust.
thought so many intelligence agencies would help us out? That was nice of them.
They're just using us.
But it sure is a big step forward.
Definitely.
Virtue. Target completely destroyed. Mission accomplished.
I'm not holding back. You won't receive any mercy from me.
Incoming mobile suits. Incoming mobile suits.
Sorry, but today... there's no mercy.
Exia eliminating target. Mobile armor. It's old, but to even have one.
Did that get it?
targets destroyed.
All Gundams have destroyed their targets.
Send word to monitor La Edenra's activities. Tell the agents we need them to keep looking for the country that helped them.
Understood, Mistress.
Sometimes this world is so...
I've been able to contact Finland's foreign minister, Princess, although I don't think we can really expect much help from them.
My code name is Setsuna F. Seiya. I am a Gundam Meister of Celestial Being.
Impossible.
Hey, look, a mobile suit! Which country is it from? It's white. It's a Gundam, isn't it?
A Gundam.
Celestial being have gone too far. A plan to annihilate them is set in motion. What is the true objective of this operation? Next episode, the honor of a great power. No one is all-powerful.
Huh? But who would have... Could this be... from him? (2307 AD).
Almost 4 months have passed since Celestial Being commenced its armed interventions. In that time, it has carried out over 60 of these interventions. Regardless of whether it is loved or hated, what matters is that people have had to acknowledge its existence. There were those who would rebuke Celestial Being, and those who would affirm it. But when it comes to rejecting war, both sides find themselves in complete agreement. No one seeks conflict for its own sake. Of the 3 groups of nations on Earth, the Union and the AEU have announced that they will only take defensive measures against Celestial Being in conflicts that occur within their territories. However, since the conflict in Moralia, there hasn't been a single large-scale battle. This state of affairs has been brought about because of the superior combat abilities of the Gundam mobile suits. Although the incidents of bloodshed around the world continue to diminish, resistance against oppression by armed force has not disappeared. And now, a secret plan is being set in motion by the only group to challenge Celestial Being, the Human Reform League.
Members of the Chobu Special Forces team, you represent your motherlands and are the finest that the Human Reform League has to offer. Your mission is to engage and destroy that armed group of global interventionists, and seize their mobile suits as you do so. The successful completion of this mission will make the Human Reform League the leader of the world, thereby contributing to the overall advancement of humanity. I expect great things from you all.
Dynamis, docking complete. Continue with Exia docking procedure. Container open. Relative guidance system activated.
Guidance system locked in. Exia, now docking.
Oh my god, we're here.
Exia has docked.
We have made it.
That was a pretty good landing, Setsuna.
I'll help you with maintenance.
Go back to your room and get some rest. Give other people a chance to do some work.
Now that's a welcoming committee.
Oh my god.
Play nice now, kids.
Miss Sumeragi, what if we
It
come under attack during
stands.
our overhaul?
Then I'll curse God for that.
I don't know
The
if a
double O
technical forecaster
stands.
should be saying that.
The double O stands.
Attitude control complete. Hatch is open.
Increasing linear catapult voltage. Two-way communication system ready for launch.
Launching.
Oh my gosh. It's a lot going into
Full
this.
deployment of probes.
All probes now fully deployed. Moving to designated positions.
Two-way comlinks are operational.
We have now covered approximately 80% of our force's territory in geostationary satellite orbit. The special particles that the Gundams emit disrupt all communication devices that come within the area of effect. We're taking advantage of that by releasing several 100,000 small probes with two-way comm ability. If communications fail in a given area, then that means there's a Gundam in the vicinity. So, Colonel, do you really think that we're gonna catch any fish in this net?
We have a problem if we can't, Lieutenant Ming. We don't have the resources to mount an operation of this size very often.
Celestial Being's influence on the future of global conflict. This is gonna be a pretty tough paper.
Then why don't you just make something up?
You know I can't do that.
Louise!
Huh?
Mom?
Mom?
Louise, I've missed you so much.
There are all sorts of travel restrictions right now. How did you manage to get here?
I just used my connections and asked for help. Louise? Who
That's a
is
Gundam.
this?
I told you about him. This
That's
is my
a Gundam
boyfriend,
right there.
Mom.
My name's Saji. Saji Crossroad, ma'am.
Are you? Well, thank you for taking care of my daughter.
You're welcome.
But you don't have to anymore.
Hello.
We're going home now, young lady.
Oh my god.
What are you talking about, Mom?
With the condition the world is in right now, I can't let
How
my
long
only
have-
daughter study abroad. Come.
No, I'm not going.
I've done like
Saji, come
8
on, say
episodes or
something.
like 20 minutes.
What should I say?
Your lover is being taken away from you.
Her lover?
Hey, when did that happen?
Why, you little...
It's a misunderstanding, Mom.
Did you say Mom?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Act like a man and stand up to her, Saji.
What?
Saji!
An investigative report on Aeolia Shenberg?
I feel that if we investigate Celestial Beings founder, we might just discover what its true objectives are. Please, let me do this, boss.
I heard that all the national intelligence agencies just gave up on it. What can you do on your own?
At least let me try it. Come on, Chief, please.
Think you can pull together enough material for a 1-hour special report in a month?
Yeah, you bet.
Now, our next item. It seems the United Nations will be assisting the Middle Eastern kingdom of Azatistan, which is currently suffering a severe energy crisis. A UN inspection team has arrived in the country and is preparing to conduct a tour.
If talks go well with the UN ambassador, we could finally gain access to the solar power system.
The ambassador is arriving now, Princess.
This is the person who could save Azatistan.
My god, I'm so happy.
It's a great pleasure to meet you. I am UN Ambassador Alejandro Corner.
I am Marina Ismail, Princess Royal of the Kingdom of Azatistan. On behalf of my nation, I want to thank you for accepting our request for assistance in our time of need.
The UN was originally meant for exactly this
5.5
purpose.
hours.
Though because member nations are less generous with their funding these days, there is a limit as to what we can actually accomplish.
Nevertheless, we are very grateful.
Why are we receiving UN assistance now, when we have nothing to offer in return? What is that man really up to?
Hey, where's Felt?
She said she wasn't feeling well and went to see Dr. Moreno.
So you're working a double shift?
Yeah, you got that right.
Hey, I'll take over for a while. Why don't you go get something to eat?
What? Really? That's so nice.
Don't mention it.
It's just too bad you're not really my type.
Yeah, too bad.
Yo, what are you up to?
Lock on.
What's the guy? Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't get my picks into that.
This is so awkward.
GN drive charging. It is now reading 100%.
We've just lost two-way communication with AE-3288.
Notify the Colonel immediately! And AR-9763. Location N07.
I never expected them to be so close.
All right, notify the...
Do we get to? I get to create the GN drive next. Oh, and they can go to the front. That's awesome. We got weapons. I gotta get the gene right. I get to create my own gene drive next. I'm so ecstatic. Okay. For anyone who still can hear my voice, I will end stream so that I can make for food. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. This is what we look like. This is what we're looking like so far. Gonna do the backpack next, and then start forming weapons and the Gene Riser ships. So yeah, looking forward to that. That's double